I want to begin our story in a happy place. The high school graduation of my twin daughters, May 13, 2015. Kayla and Keela graduated in the top 10 of their graduating class at Live for Life Academy High School. After graduation, we celebrated with family. This was my first check on the list of goals I had for my twins, finishing high school. Now, let's fast forward to August of 2015. My twin daughters and I loaded 3 cars worth of everything they own and headed up the road I-267 to Illinois College. It was happening. Who here tonight has had this experience? For me, I was so very proud of their accomplishments, the growth, and their determination. But I feared that I would not be there when they faced these challenges. And I also didn't know how my life would change without them being in the house. The whole ride, I just wanted to grab my girls and ask them, are you sure you're ready for this? And I just wanted to let them know how much I would miss them and how much I love them. But I knew I had to let them go. When we got to the school, I had to be focused on getting things done. I was just trying to get out of there so I wouldn't break down and cry. But Kayla and Keela kept delaying my departure. Mom, let's go get dinner. Mom, just give me one more hug. Please. The longer I stayed, the harder it got for me to leave. I finally got in my car and was pulling away in reverse when Keela, acting a fool as always, jumped on the hood of my car and yelled, Mom, please don't leave me. Take me home. I want to go back with you. Watching her, I didn't know how I was going to adjust to her spirits and her constant jokes not being in the house.
Okay, I was not joking. I definitely wanted to go back home with my mom. I would have held on to the hood of the car and done the 3-hour ride back to St. Louis. Let's just be real. I don't know what my mom was thinking, but I was a wreck on the way up there. Maybe I tried to have a brave face and was thinking about how my life was going to be different when I got to college, but I just didn't know how I was going to adjust.
I did. I was more than ready to be away. Don't get me wrong, I love my mom just like I love my sister, but I wanted to go to school, meet new people, and be challenged. Illinois College was a fit. Thanks to visiting the school twice with my college-bound coaches and being offered the trustee scholarship, they made me feel valued. You see, growing up, my sister was the social butterfly, while I was the shy twin for most of our life. I was ready to get to school and be independent, but not fully independent. One other component of my college choice is that my sister had to be there with me. Right after my mom drove away, Keela said to me, "It's just us, Kayla." We did it. We're grown. We are legit in college. We gotta take this seriously now. It was good to hear her excited about starting school.
Actually, I was trying to convince myself that that is where I wanted to be. I was nervous. I was scared. I was overwhelmed. And boy, was I unsure. I was not as sold on Illinois College like you, Kayla. But I just tried to convince myself that maybe Illinois College was the right choice for me.
My second goal for my girls was to get them to college immediately after high school. That was something I wasn't able to do myself. We're a tight family, and trust means a lot to us. I know that everyone at College Bound, Zach, Tierney, Debbie, and Taylor, care as much about my daughters as I did. I want you to hear me when I say how much this means to me. The dreams and hopes I've had for my girls are just like everyone else's in this room, for their children. Having help when you're a single parent of 4 meant the world to me. Because they are family, College Bound made sure that we were on the right track in many ways. Personally, I had other goals for my girls. I was hoping that Kayla would break out of her shell socially and Keela would be able to manage her health independently, all by herself. I am proud to say that I have twin daughters that just completed their 2nd year in college and on the right track to graduating, both very involved. Thanks. I am also proud to say that they are both very involved on campus and both math majors.
College Bound forced me to break out of my shell. It started in camp when we were in the woods without a cell phone with 60 people who we did not know. Our coaches are always in touch, but they are also always in our business. Yes, they care about my grades, but they also push me to be involved in school. Currently, I'm a residence assistant in the dorms. I am an active member of the Black Student Union, the Student Activities Board, and I just joined the Literary Society, Gamma Delta. I am proud to say that I am killing the game.
I have no idea how. I basically got us through Calc 2 freshman year. You know you would have died if I wasn't there. Illinois College was not my home. I began talking to my coach, Mariah, about transferring schools in September of my freshman year, the first semester, that is. She validated me and my concerns. It helped me stay focused on keeping good grades. I completed the year and took on the challenge of moving to my dream school, SEMO, which I never thought I would be able to do. You see, I have always had to rely on my family to manage my health ever since I was a baby. Can you tell? In elementary and middle school, I would have to miss recess to be in the nurse's office to take breathing treatments due to my chronic asthma. I will also have to miss school, not just recess, but school. I don't like missing school. To be on feeding tubes due to my severe allergies. When your health is such a fundamental part of your identity, you are sensitive to the smallest changes.
When we were younger, my sister had to be hospitalized a few weeks every year. I would always visit after school and crawl into her bed while my mom talked to the doctors every day. I was always worried about her. I knew I was going to miss Keela when she transferred. She had been there with me my whole life. I did not know how I was going to adjust, nor I would also miss her goofiness. And I will always miss having someone there to talk to about anything. But I was most worried about not being there when she needed me the most.
I had to be able to do it on my own. I knew, and I still know, still to this day, that the best way I can make my mom, my family proud, that is to show them that I am okay and that I'm able to live life independently.
At the age of 16, the beginning of my junior year in high school, I had hopes of playing basketball, so I tried out for the boys' team. When I went to get my physical, I found out I was pregnant. On February 24th, when I was 24 weeks along, I found out I was having twins. And just 2 weeks later, on a Friday evening, I gave birth to them, 14 weeks premature. Kayla was 1 pound 9 ounces, and Keela was 1 pound 11 ounces. The doctors didn't think they was gonna make it. They were taken immediately to the NICU at Cardinal Glen Hospital. I couldn't see them for at least 2 days after I recovered. When I got to the hospital, I couldn't even hold them. I just had to sit next to the incubator and just rub their little legs. They took baths in cereal bowls. I just sat next to them, just talking to them. They didn't even have the strength to suck or swallow. And with every conversation that I had with the doctors, they just prepared me for the worst. So they didn't even have the strength that I had. When they started gaining weight, the doctors thought it was a miracle. Now, just let me tell you how hard our first year was. At 8 weeks, Kayla's lungs collapsed. She stopped breathing for 7 minutes. She basically died and came back. Keela had to have breathing treatments for the first 3 years of her life. Every Wednesday, I had to get on the bi-state bus with 2 babies and a double stroller just so she can get allergy shots. I was 16 years old.
With all this, my mom was still able to finish high school on time. She has always stressed to us that education is the key to everything. She has never let us give up on anything, and she has been there with us and made sacrifices to be at every game, every event, and encouraging us the whole time. She is always there for us. Mom, you are our strength and our rock.
Guess it's my turn. I call my mom my superwoman. I took psychology, and I read that children from single-parent homes have double the risk of serious social, emotional, and psychological problems. Well, I'm here to say my mom did one heck of a job. When I think of what she did, I am in awe. Had I been in the same circumstance, I would be homeless. Seriously. She was able to raise 4 kids, Kayla, Keela, Carlos, and Jasmine, all in college bound. She was then able to persist in getting her associate's degree. Like Kayla said, she has always stressed that education is the key to everything. Mom, you are a superwoman.
Finally, I get in my car and I head back to St. Louis. My little girls, my best friends, my daughters, who had to fight so hard from the NICU to high school graduation, were finally making it happen. They were in college, and they were going to be okay. When I got home, there was a letter on my dresser waiting for me from Keela, and it read, "By the time you read this letter, I'll be at college. I love you, Mama. You have brought me up, teaching me to be strong, courageous, and flawless." You know the phrase, "I get it from my mama"? Well, I got my beauty, brains, and characteristics from you. Reading this, I completely broke down and cried. She went on and wrote, "Thanks for putting up with me. I know you could have killed me by now." And if you know her like I know her, so shocked she's standing here. We're going to make you the proudest parent in the world. Keila, you have. Thank you.